Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and get started. So first off, I'd like to say thank you. Sorry about that. I think we're going to go ahead and get started. So first off, I want to say thank you to everyone for coming today. We will be exploring our search bar here at the top of the page today in HeinOnline and how to effectively pull up documents. And then we're also going to take a look at our newest tool called PathFinder, which you can find in the Law Journal Library. So I do ask that if you have any questions, please throw them into the chat box. My colleague Brianne is monitoring chat and she'll be answering any questions you might have. I'll also leave a few minutes at the end if anyone has any additional questions, we can address those as well. So for starters, if you are newer to our platform, this is our new intuitive one-box search. If you are an older HeinOnline user, you might be familiar with the 4 tabs we used to have at the top that controlled how you searched, whether it was full text or catalog, anything along those lines, a citation. So in this case, you can do everything from the one-box search. Now you'll notice that here on the HeinOnline welcome page, you have all subscribed content listed. So when you sign into HeinOnline, you'll see all the databases listed here alphabetically by name or listed under category. So when you do search from the welcome page, that's going to search across all of your content. So let's say I'm getting started in HeinOnline and maybe I want to research wrongful convictions. So the first place I would go is start here at the search bar. And let's say, again, I'm typing in wrongful convictions. And as you can see, as I'm typing, a menu is appearing. Now, just a little tip, anytime you are searching for a phrase, we do recommend putting quotations around the phrase to let the search know you're looking for those 2 words together rather than separate. So a couple options we have here. I'm going to go through them one by one. The first option, just search for, is going to search across all the metadata and content here in HeinOnline, again, that you are subscribed to. So if I were to just select this option, it's going to automatically run that search. But maybe you want to search within a few specific databases up front rather than across everything you're subscribed to. Well, in that case, we do have this handy database selector tool. So all you have to do is open that up. And again, that's going to list all of the databases you subscribe to. So in this case, maybe I'm interested in scholarly articles. So I'm going to select the Law Journal Library. And then maybe I'm aware that HeinOnline has a criminal justice and criminology database. So that's probably a great place to start as well. So I'll select those 2 databases and click submit. And now we can see that we have 2 databases selected up front. So when I run this search, it's going to use that just search for option and search across those 2 specific databases. You'll see here from our results page, we have in boldface our search query term that we were searching for in our matching text pages. And then we have the ability to refine our search here on the left-hand side. So that second option here is going to be collection or library. So you can see those are the databases we selected up front. Now, again, from your results page, you can come in and you can change those selections, or you can refine even further using the facets we have. So we're always going to have a date facet. We'll provide you with some date options, but we also give you a custom date range builder as well. And then we have section type. So maybe you're looking for a hearing or a case or an article. You can come in and select that option. We also have artificial intelligence tools that you'll find in the Law Journal Library. So since we did search across the Law Journal Library, we do have some of those options available, such as location, organization, and person. So what those AI tools are doing are looking across all your subscribed content and the metadata you searched in. They're looking at all your, nearly 7,000 results here, and they're pulling out organizations or people or locations that are repetitive throughout those results. So it's going to help you narrow down your search results even further if you're interested in those selections. Now, something to note, that just search for option will be a little different if you are searching in a specific database. So when you are on your HeinOnline welcome page, just search for is going to search across all of your subscribed content. However, if I were to open up a specific database, such as the Law Journal Library here, you'll see that the search bar now says search Law Journal Library. So that just search for option is then going to change within each specific database to search across that content. So just something to keep in mind. The next option we have is an author option, and that's actually a new option we added to our search bar that wasn't part of our 4-tabbed search that used to exist. So that's just going to be an easy way to pull up an author's profile page, or maybe you have an article title and an author handy. You can search by either of those. So let's say that I'm searching for Bani Shuka. What I'm going to do is plug in her name here. I'm going to select that author option from the drop-down menu. Now, something you'll notice that's a little different from that just search for option, you'll now see that we have a syntax showing. So we did this for a couple of reasons. We first wanted our customers to become more familiarized with our syntax. So this is what we call our author syntax. So if you wanted to run a search, you could use our different syntax options. So now you are more aware of what our syntax is for searching for author. But also we did want our customers to know what selection they made from that drop-down menu. So we'll go ahead and search for Bani. And what this is going to do is look across all of the Law Journal Library content for any scholarly articles, notes, reviews, anything that's ever been written by Bani Shuka. So you'll see we have a variety of options here, and you'll also notice that Bani Shuka's name is going to be hyperlinked here in blue. So if I actually click her hyperlinked name, that's going to bring me right to her author profile page. Now, author profile pages are automatically generated when our production team applies a title and a name. So we're actually keying in all of the article titles, the author's name, and once that author's name gets keyed in, we create an author profile page. So as you'll scroll down, you can see we have a list of all of Bani's articles all in one spot. We also include what we call our scholar check metrics. So we're always checking to see if articles or cases have been cited by other articles or cases. And then we also are looking at how often are other HeinOnline users accessing this content in a rolling 12-month period. And then we apply what we call our scholar rank based on those metrics. And you can also see those metrics next to any search result in HeinOnline, or when you're viewing a document in HeinOnline, we're always going to provide you with those metrics. And those metrics, again, are easily hyperlinked. So if I want to see the 6 articles that were cited by this article, I can actually click that link and view those 6 articles. So we do that basically to give our customers an idea of what we would refer to as an authoritative work. So if you want to see how often something's being cited, you'll know it's an authoritative work. Now, with our author profile pages, something you might notice is authors do come in and they enhance their profile pages. So in this case, Bani added a profile. She added her university affiliation, her title. You can also add in Google Scholar pages, SSRN pages, any social media links or biographies. So that's something authors do to enhance their profiles. But you may come across an author profile page that doesn't have all this extra information, but it will have the scholar check metrics and the article listing. The next option in our drop-down menu is the title option. So the title option is going to be great if you're just trying to pull up an article title or a chapter title from a book. So let's say I want to know if HeinOnline has the article, Whose Eyes Are You Going to Believe? What I'm going to do is type in that article title, navigate to the title section, and search. Now, what's great about this is we're going to have only one result. We know right away, sure enough, HeinOnline has this article. All I have to do is click on it, and that's going to open up that article for me. So the next option that we do have available in the drop-down menu is the citation option. So you might remember from our old search, we had 2 different tabs, one for citation and one for case law. Well, what we did with our new intuitive one box is we combined those options. And so all you have to do now is use that citation option, whether you're looking for case law or maybe you're looking for an article citation. It's all going to be in one spot. So maybe I want to quickly pull up a page in the Federal Register. I have my citation handy. I'm going to plug it into my one box, grab that citation option and search. And this is going to bring me right to that exact page within the Federal Register. So again, if you do have a citation handy, it's a really easy way to pull up a document. But you might be saying, well, Lauren, that's great, but what if I didn't know how to properly abbreviate the Federal Register or a journal in HeinOnline? Well, in that case, I'm going to direct you to our advanced search link, which you'll find underneath that one box search. And you'll notice we have this handy citation format guide button. So if I click on that, that's going to bring a list of all the abbreviations that exist in HeinOnline. So maybe I want to pull up an article from the Harvard Law Review. I know what volume and page number it is. So I'm going to navigate over to H here. And I'm going to find the proper citation format. Now everything will be listed alphabetically, but something I like to do is use the Control F function. That's going to search across the entire page here. So you'll see that Harvard Law Review is actually highlighted here a few times, and we have multiple different citation formats, and that's because here in HeinOnline, we do have multiple citation formats. I think we have about 8 different formats. So with this tool, you can actually click on any one of these, and we'll provide you with the option to simply plug in your volume and page number. And this is going to work just like that citation option from the one box, but a little bit more guidance with how to properly cite what you're looking for. So we also have an agreement with Fastcase. So if you have a core subscription, you automatically get Fastcase Basic. And some people do subscribe to Fastcase Premium, which unlocks a few more searching items related to case law, but Fastcase is going to provide you case law at the state level. So again, this is going to be a really great way to just use that citation format if you do in fact have a citation handy. Plug that in, use that citation option again. And I like to just showcase this because this is going to pull in from Fastcase's interface, so it does look just a little bit different, as you can see when the page loads here. So if you're used to HeinOnline's interface and all of a sudden you see this page, just know it's because we are pulling it in from Fastcase. But you can still easily read the case here, and we are actually able to integrate some of our features here. So we have our scholar check to see that this case has been cited by 17 articles and as well as 48 cases. You can bookmark this to your MyHein profile if you want to, or you can print or download the case. So even though it is coming in from Fastcase's interface, we still do give you those other options as well. And then the last option in our drop-down menu is going to be our catalog option. So our catalog option is actually going to search across all the MARC records and publication information we have for titles in HeinOnline. So something I do like to point out with this feature is just keep in mind that when you are searching the catalog, you're searching across everything in HeinOnline, whether or not you subscribe to it. So maybe, working in support here, we get a lot of calls or questions or emails, and someone might say, hey, do you have this in HeinOnline? So let's say someone called it and said, do you have the FCC record, the Federal Communication Commission's record? So if I just were to type in FCC record here, grab that catalog option and search, again, this is going to search across all publication information. But you'll actually see here that that very first option is in fact the Federal Communications Commission record. We also have some additional titles here, the second series, and it's picking up anything from the MARC record. And you might be wondering, well, what's the MARC record? Well, if you ever see here, MARC record is going to be all that publication information that resides with that title. So on the right-hand side of our results, you'll see the collections that that title resides in. So this is where I say, keep in mind, you might have a result for a title that maybe you don't have access to that collection based on your subscription. So that's how you would use our intuitive one-box search. If you're ever wondering, well, I need assistance making a search query or constructing a search query, we do always have this search help option that will follow you throughout HeinOnline right underneath that main search bar. So if I click that search help option, you'll see that we have some Boolean operators that are capitalized here, and then we have some search syntax. But to the right of this, we have examples of how to utilize that within a search query. So I definitely recommend if you're new to constructing queries and databases, this is a great place to start. If you're a more seasoned researcher, you could check out our advanced search syntax guide for some additional resources. Something else that we changed with our one box to our interface is our advanced search. So I'll pull up our advanced search from the welcome page here. So if you click the advanced search from your welcome page, you're going to have 3 options available to you. The first option is going to be search HeinOnline. So we even give you a little description here, and that's going to tell you that this is going to search across the full text and metadata of all of your subscribed content. You can search by section title, book title, author, full text. You can add in a date range. We also have our Venn diagram search, which is a great way to view your search results using visual aids. And there's that handy citation format guide. The second option we have is search the catalog. So again, this is going to be very similar to that catalog option from the drop-down menu. It's going to search across all those Mark 21 records. But you also have the option to plug in an ISSN or an ISBN number, a specific publisher or a series. So this is going to be where you're doing your advanced catalog searching. One thing I like to point out here, a lot of our customers, when we switched over to the one box, said they really liked the autofill feature that we had in the catalog tab. All we've done is move that into the publication title option within that advanced search catalog. So when you begin to type, we do give you an autofill of what is available in HeinOnline. And then lastly, we have our citation navigator. So this is going to, again, be no different than that citation option in the one box search. But the only difference here is, again, we did have an autofill feature in our citation tab, so we moved that here. So let's say that I'm looking for that Harvard Law Review article. Now you'll notice as I start typing, all of the different abbreviation options appear in an autofill. So this is also a great way to say, okay, I know it's the Harvard Law Review, so I'm going to start typing in Harvard and see what abbreviations are available. Also within our citation navigator, we have our fast case lookup tool. So again, that's going to be case law at the state level. This is going to be all the abbreviations for that case law. And then again, you can easily enter a volume and a page number. So this again is going to be your advanced search from your welcome page. However, if I enter into a specific database, such as the Law Journal Library, and I click that advanced search, this is going to change just slightly. So instead of search HeinOnline, we have search the Law Journal Library. So this is going to be your advanced searching for the Law Journal Library. And it's going to include metadata points that are specific to whatever collection you are in. But as you scroll down, you'll notice that something we keep consistent across all of our databases for the advanced search is we still give you that search the catalog option and the citation navigator. So if you are in the Law Journal Library and you don't want to go all the way back to the welcome page to get to that advanced search, you can do it right from the collection that you're in. So that is a brief overview of Searching 101 with our one box and our advanced searching. Now we're going to jump into the Law Journal Library and showcase our new PathFinder tool. So if you are used to researching in HeinOnline, you might remember that we had topics. What we did is we just took those topics and we made it into a multidisciplinary taxonomy tool, and we called those topics subjects. And we kind of gave them a little bit of a hierarchy. So topics are really the same as subjects, but we just call them subjects now. So something to keep in mind if you were used to seeing our topics in HeinOnline. And we're going to go through the various ways you can see PathFinder in the Law Journal Library. So I'm on the Law Journal Library homepage. You'll notice that we have a PathFinder subjects button right here. So I'm going to click that. And this is going to open up that tool. So there's two different ways to use PathFinder. We have our text or our graph. So our graph is going to have the hierarchy listed here as well. So we start with these three overarching subjects, and then we break it down even further and even further, as you can see on this wheel. So let's say I'm interested in humanities, and then I'm looking around to see what else is available. I'm going to say, well, I'm really interested in religion. Let's see what we have for religion. And then, oh, church and state sounds really interesting to me. So once I click that subject on that final part of the wheel, it's going to bring me to a search result of every article that exists that has that church and state PathFinder subject assigned to it. On the left-hand side, you'll see our HeinOnline PathFinder hierarchy, and you can see where that subject falls in the hierarchy here. So you could use the graph, but you can also use the text here. This is going to be very similar to our facets in HeinOnline, where you can simply expand and collapse. Now, PathFinder does have about 1,500 subjects, so there is quite a few listings of subjects here, which is why we do have the expand all option. So anytime someone says, well, you know, what's an easy way to find out if a subject exists in PathFinder, I direct them here. I tell them to expand all and use that Control F function to see if they can find something that's relevant to the subject that they're researching. So maybe I'm researching search warrants and I want to know, is that a subject here in HeinOnline? So I can actually use that Control F function, type in search warrant, and I can find that actual subject right here. And you'll see as you scroll up, it's in the evidence hierarchy under law, under humanities. So again, all you have to do is simply click that subject and we'll bring you to a listing of all the articles in HeinOnline that have been subject coded to search warrants. Again, we have that hierarchy on the left-hand side so you can see where things are falling. So that's one way to see PathFinder subjects. The other way is just by simply running a search in HeinOnline within the Law Journal Library. So let's get back to our home page here, and let's say that we're now researching net neutrality. I'm going to do that just search for option, which is going to automatically run my search. And we have our search results here. So you'll see that we do have PathFinder subjects listed right within those search results. But we also have them here with the ability to refine your search. So if I expand the PathFinder subjects, we'll see the hierarchy listed. So it's not actually broken down by hierarchy, but you can find all of the subjects listed here. Obviously, they're going to be a numerical value of how much content is available for each subject at the highest at the top. So again, you can come in and refine by PathFinder subjects. You can find them here. These again are going to be hyperlinks. So maybe you come here and you say, whoa, there's an internet PathFinder subject. Well, I want to see what's available for internet. All you have to do is simply click that subject to again be brought to that list of PathFinder articles that have been subject coded to internet. So if you want to grab that tool, again, that's going to be either on the Law Journal Library homepage, but also in the advanced search within the Law Journal Library, you'll find a PathFinder search button. And then the last place you can find PathFinder is also going to be on author profiles. So let's go back and pull up Bonnie Shuka's author profile page. So we'll navigate over to the hyperlink here. We'll open up her author profile page. And you can see those PathFinder subjects right here. So right when you get to an author profile page, you can actually see what are the subjects that they're writing on. Obviously, she writes a lot about research, but she has quite a few different subjects here. And you'll see them in the articles themselves as well. So maybe you're really interested in a topic she's writing on. Again, you can really follow along with authors based on these subjects. We do have these author alerts, so if you want to be notified anytime an author writes a new article that's added to HeinOnline, you can be notified, and that's a great way to stay up to date with specific research topics. And that's all I have for today. If you have any questions, please feel free to throw them into the chat box. I'll leave a few minutes here. If anyone does have any questions, I'm more than happy to review any additional content. Also, I'd like to point out that if you need help with PathFinder, we do have our LibGuide that's going to be linked here in the Law Journal Library breadcrumb trail. And our LibGuides, if you're not familiar with them, do provide a great overview of the content you can find in each database. We show you how to browse or search within a specific database. And we also include any tools and features. So you can definitely come in and find some additional content help here. Okay, well, I'm not seeing any questions, and that's fine. If you ever need help, we do have our live chat option that's available in the upper right-hand corner. We also have our help option here. If you click our contact us, we'll provide you with our telephone number or the ability to email a specific department. Our live chat's available from 7:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and we're here on the phones from 8 to 5. And thank you all for coming. I appreciate it, and you all have a wonderful rest of your day.